I'm playing Deus Ex for the first time, and it's like, Michael, as a fellow Asian adjacent person, I'm gonna warn you, you're gonna get into Hong Kong, and shit's gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
This was like like a year ago.
I'm
But yeah, he was playing Deus Ex, and he's like, wow, this game is fucking cool.
I also
And then he gets to Hong Kong, it's like, I need to play the rest of this game mute if this is the entire level.
yeah. I should also know that I'm just a white dude, and I'm not terribly offended by much of anything. So when I come across that in Deus Ex, it's something like Deus Ex, I'll recognize that it's awful and racist, but it's not going to stop me from playing the game or enjoying
I'm not
it.
saying anyone needs to not play.
Wait, so like on the scale of like Mickey Rooney and Breakfast at Tiffany's to, I don't know, not racist, how racist is it?
The
Deus
Hong Kong
Ex?
level in Deus Ex? Boy.
Yeah.
That's like an 8?
There's an old dusty book inside.
8 and 9?
All of the characters are stereotypes, and they speak with like accents that are straight. They're like an inch shy of Shadow Warrior.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like Mickey Rooney in Breakfast at Tiffany is the 10, right? So I would say
Yeah.
Shadow Warrior, OG Shadow Warrior is a 9.5, airing on a 10. And Deus Ex Hong Kong level is maybe an 8. Just because Shadow Warrior is so much worse.
I would tell you that as far as video game relevance goes, Deus Ex outpaces all of them, which doesn't excuse it, but it does mean it's
No, yeah,
more
it's a
worth waiting
culturally
through.
important game. It's an actually worthwhile game worth exploring. But boy, that fucking level in Hong Kong. Like, look, I like Freedom Force, but goddamn. Oh boy, where we have actual developers voicing Japanese characters, and they're purposefully trying to emulate propaganda films. But boy howdy, that game is fucking cool in terms of how all of those customization options in Freedom Force are really goddamn cool.
We'll set out again tomorrow. And that's the last entry.
God.
It's the top of a cereal box, used as a bookmark. It seems to be locked up tight. That doesn't seem to work.
I will be right back.
Okay.
All right.
I have nothing
What?
important to write.
Yeah.
I never do.
Man. Now I'm thinking
It's
about
called
Freedom
How to Arm
Force.
Yourself in Sea Battle.
God, I wish we could play that game, but I also don't.
I don't see anything special about it.
Wait, Freedom Force, that was the 90s, like
No, early
comic book
2000s.
style? Early 2000s.
And
Did
Levine,
that have like the
right?
comic book art?
Yeah, the comic book game.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that one.
Hey guys, what's happening?
Yeah, you know, I mean, he followed up System Shock 2 with Freedom Force.
As you
And
did.
then followed that up with SWAT 4.
No, he followed that up with Tribes.
Okay. SWAT
And then
4
followed that
was-
up with Freedom Force versus the Third Reich, and then SWAT 4, and then Bioshock.
Yep.
And I forget what his role was on Thief: The Dark Project, but I think he did writing. He didn't actually do any of the design part of.
I think it was a no clip interview where they did talk to Ken Levine, and Levine was like, I worked on this game, but I was not the main creative force behind it, basically.
Yeah. And again, this is where I piss off Braden and say, I think Deadly Shadows is the best Thief game. I like the synthesized and more straightforward structure, so as that
It seems to
I
be
will
locked
say
in
this
Speaking-
again, I don't feel like I need to do this. Robbing the cradle is the best thing to ever happen to Thief.
No staples to be removed.
Sorry, what?
It's the
Speaks-
orphanage scene.
Yeah.
Oh.
Speaking of games that Braden would be surprised someone would like more than something else, I think I might like Throne of Ball more than Shadows of Dawn.
Yeah, you do. Come to the dark side,
I've just played enough of it to say that for
What's
sure,
anything special about it?
but I
Hey,
appreciate not
don't you
every combat encounter having a fucking mage.
Yeah. Do you like how they made the game a little bit harder? So is that you actually need to think through things?
I feel like Baldur's Gate 2 is plenty hard.
I hate thinking.
But also, like,
What's anything special about
the vast majority of difficulty in that game comes from you thumbing through your priest and or magic spell books and going, what buffs and or debuffs do I need to prepare
You gotta think more
before
on
going
the
into
high
combat? And then Throne of Ball is like, if you have a good setup of spells, you could probably get through everything I've come across thus far.
I also feel like they cared more about characters and storytelling.
Yeah, I think it's super creepy that you can get Eri pregnant, but otherwise, yeah. I can't believe everybody got quiet after that particular comment in this chat, but okay.
Wait, you get who pregnant?
Yeah, one of the characters named Eri,
Oh, okay.
who acts like even more of a teenager, a wide-eyed, naive kid. She's not actually, but
Oh, okay. So an 800-year-old child.
it's BioWare pulled that one off in the 90s, or 2001. Anyway, yeah, I like Throne of Ball a lot.
It's made. Must be dealer prep. I can't move it. I can't move it.
Find a compensator.
Yeah, I forgot where it is.
Anyway,
I don't see anything special about it. I have nothing important to write. I never do.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Try the bookmark.
I have nothing important to write. I never do.
I'm
It's the
still
top of the cereal
upset at
box
how
used
much
as
I
a
did
bookmark.
not hate Jack Keane. Outside of the racism.
That doesn't seem to work. It's called How to Get a Leg Up in Treasure Hunting.
Oh, that sounds bad, actually.
It's called How to Get a Leg
And
Up in
also,
Treasure
the
Hunting.
game is about needing to protect a plantation in
Hey.
British India from perspective of a British person.
wait, developed by Deck 13?
Yeah, the
Wow.
Surge people started out by doing early 2000s 3D graphic adventures. They did
And then
Monk
what-
and they did
And then they did Lords of the Fallen.
Jack Keane. I don't like
It's-
Lords of the Fallen. It's just light Dark Souls.
It's
I
kind of
expect this
shit.
team of like 20 to 30 people to make a perfect video game. It's not terrible.
It's not good.
It's just a byproduct of a small team doing something that they went out of their comfort zone to make.
And it's getting a remake.
I know Lords of the Fallen
that's
seems like
because
normally
Dark Souls
bad.
moves like
I
shit.
did not. I
Kind of like a Souls game that over prioritizes like the need to count frames of animation.
when's the last time you tried to play these games side to side?
I remember. I will never forget saying to Braden and fucking Relkin, it's like, hey guys, guess what? Just gonna put it out there. I'm playing this on a mouse and keyboard, and then the audible disgust.
I mean, I've been
Braden's
on
exact
the.
words were, "You worship a false prophet."
I mean, listen, I can't say much because I beat the first Baldur's Gate on the Switch version, so whatever.
Yeah, I feel like that's fine. I feel like there are a lot of people who are playing classic CRPGs on the Switch.
But but it still sounds insane.
I have met no fewer than
Did what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have met no fewer than 2 people who have played Original Sin 2 on the Switch and reported having an okay time.
I played that game. Actually, does control very well on a controller. Like that and Wasteland 3 are just like this could be a console first game, frankly.
They're all rusted shut.
I wouldn't be surprised if Wasteland 3
They're
was.
rusted shut.
I love how
They look like
have you seen that people have been trying to make there are multiple people trying to make real-time with pause for Divinity 2
They look like kegs of gunpowder.
or Original Sin 2.
Why? No.
I know. It's like they have to program the AI, and it's just going to be like the dumbest AI that just runs after you or some shit like that. But yeah, there's like multiple conflicting fan mods to make that game real-time with pause.
I mean, I could see someone looking at the Pathfinder Kingmaker turn-based mod and going, is it possible to do that in reverse? But also...
that game's good. You don't need to do that. Please don't.
What?
Don't make Original Sin 2 real-time with pause. Oh yeah, he's not here.
Okay. It came out more than 5 years ago.
How many times is she going to say "Welcome back, Jim" and then play the same elevator music?
It's supposed to be only once, but I went back to her after getting each of the 3 items. You know, just for completion's sake.
Oh, okay.
Just after BG3 comes out. I do think there's something to be said for putting a fast forward thing in Original Sin 2, because as someone who's currently replaying that with some friends, that game's kind of slow.
Yeah, yes, I agree.
Great, a toy prize inside.
She called you
This is no prize.
pretty handy.
I know she did.
I also think there's probably
very clever with his hands.
I also think there's probably some groups of like RPG nerds who are maybe a little bit bitter that turn-based won out over real-time with pause, because...
What is this dialogue?
I know! I don't know what this dialogue is.
What
It's
is this
just
dialogue? Are
insane.
they hitting on each other? I mean,
I
I
don't
thought that this
know.
game had okay voice acting for the time, but
He's a woman after all.
Man, that's heavy. Filled, no doubt, with golden jewels.
I'm a woman after all. I can't be macho all the time.
Hey,
That's
look,
a
piece of
sentence.
paper.
And he looks so
And some
upset
cinnamon
that
sticks.
she's being effeminate to him. Like, what the fuck?
No, Jim's a real piece of shit. Trust me. He gets a lot
Yo,
worse. than
she's
Jim
hitting
does.
on you, dude. Get that.
Degrees.
Oh,
Add the
I thought he
following
was.
ingredients.
I thought he had a
Well,
girlfriend.
Cinnamon
I
stick,
think
4
Jim is supposed to be
leaves of
like
mint,
early 20s or
1
something,
skull
and like
pressed,
Marie here is
1
supposed to be like,
squirt
I guess, early
squid
30s. So
2
he's like,
pints
Ian, you're too
monkey
old,
blood,
or something like that.
1 live chicken.
And that's what I think they're
3
going
ounces
for.
What
of
is this
brimstone,
fucking- what
1
the
or
fuck?
more of the following: pyridoxine hydrochloride,
This is-
zinc.
Is this bad voice acting, or is this just
8,
okay voice acting
mononitrate,
for the time, and the
BHA.
script is bad?
Let bubble over
I
a
think
low
this is the
flame
first
until
English
thickened.
language voice
Serve
acting Atlas
crew
ever
of
did.
4.
I just realized I've been muted the
So
entire
it's a good
time I've
first
been
effort.
streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh-oh.
it's fine. It means everyone got to hear you and didn't get to hear me, but it's fine. It's fine.
You're saying that everyone missed you calling ZP a piece of shit?
I don't understand why saying Lords of the Fallen is a bad video game is a controversial take.
That's like, I'm not even a fan of that game.
I just
But-
think The Surge is a much better video game.
Yeah, the
I mean,
Surge
it
is a
is
better video game, but
undoubtedly.
you can
Looks like
sit.
you're
You
run-of-the-mill
can't
ship's
tell
cooking pot.
me that it's an entirely worthless exercise because it led
No.
to a better game.
Oh no,
But,
no.
Lords of the Fallen? No. I'm not saying that. But that game controls like molasses.
Okay. Anyways, so Borgmaster, if you like voice acting, boy howdy, can I not wait for you to play Martian Gothic Unification?
Martian Gothic Unification.
Yep. I'm gonna play
When,
that.
what, huh?
That doesn't seem to work.
Do
Okay.
any of you know
What-
what I'm
what?
talking about?
I've never heard of this.
Oh,
I know
boy.
because it's one of the games that was going to be used for the
This is gonna be good.
the Tower
Boy.
of Dubious Horror games.
That game's voice acting.
That should-
Mwah!
Alright.
Martian
Uh,
Gothic Unification.
called How
Martian
Hard
Gothic
Yourself Is.
Unification. Have you ever played Psychic? Have you ever played Psychic Detective? It's FMV, so a different thing, but still.
I'm not sure, but I think it's pointing.
Alright,
towards-
well, I'm gonna-
Anyone play Psychic Detective?
I've never heard of it.
No.
It was a it was a Giant Bomb East stream like 6 years ago.
Directions to Monkey
But
Island.
I recommend looking it up.
Preheat pot to
It's
450
it's
degrees.
something.
Add the following ingredients.
Anyway, I'm gonna dip out.
Just a drop.
Talk to y'all later.
All right.
About time I got rid of this worthless artifact.
I'm just putting everything
No staples to be removed.
into this cooking
Good thing
pot.
I've got 1,000,000 of these. I paid good money for this. I'll hold on to it.
what you're doing like a potpourri? Is that how it is?
Yeah.
You just throw a bunch of shit in a pot.
I'm just throwing a bunch of stuff in a pot, and that's supposed to get us to Monkey Island.
It'll get you somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I loved this stuff when I was a kid. I like the way it chewed up the roof of your
I do
mouth.
appreciate the different movement modes in Space Griffin. It makes it less tedious than something like Kalik or Robotica.
They're just old empty kegs. They look like kegs of gunpowder. That doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, the first half of this game is kind of a slow burn. But once everyone starts dying, it picks up.
Yeah, and then everyone starts dying.
Yeah.
Then
There-
once his
Anything
monkey gets
special about it?
infected, and that's when, oh shit.
Yeah, that's coming up soon.
Ouch! That's hot.
Oh, I hate these guys.
Ouch.
Come on.
That's hot.
There we
It's
go.
full of crap. I hope I don't have to eat this. I'm only going to put this on if I really have to.
So my main complaint with the story is that 2 of the 3 female characters, one's named Maria, one's named Mary. They could have at least, had more variation there.
Mary, Mari, and Mari.
Oh, just wait till you see Mary. I don't think I'll get to her this time, but oh boy. Mary co-pilots with Jim, and they just cannot stop bickering with each other.
I want to... Let's see what How Long to Beat believes this game is. Because How Long to Beat, known crock of shit.
For me, it was 10 hours the first time.
10 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, that seems okay.
Yeah. Which is actually very that's very meaty for PS1 in 1995. Might be I guess the most substantial game in 95 for the PS1. Or Saturn had Blazing Heroes. Or Mystaria, whatever you want to call it. That's more stuff there, but it's also less fun of a game.
Good thing I've got $1 million.
Don't know what I'm talking about?
That doesn't
Mystaria, Realms of War.
Mysteria?
Good thing I've got $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know me and Mysteria.
Yeah, that game's kind of meh, right?
Attention, Pirates of Melee.
I mean...
The governor is alive and well and by my side as she was always meant to be.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have a pretty low tolerance for mediocre tactics games.
Yeah.
Tactical strategy games. I think my tolerance is significantly below Braden's. He's the gold standard for I'm gonna play a bad tactics game way longer than I need to.
And Mystaria also has some very fun translation going on.
I remember looking at that game and thinking that it looked like shit.
Oh no, it looks terrible. Those 3D models are F-.
It's on par with Quest 64, but maybe a step up above it because it has more than primary colors.
I personally would rather look at Quest 64 than Mystaria. That could be me. Forgot what I'm supposed to be doing. Crap.
Again, I feel like I need to say this whenever the topic of Quest 64 comes up, but
It's fine.
it's fine. You've been muted for a long time, Braden. I don't know if you...
I've just been thinking about Monkey Island puzzles and going, ugh.
Yeah, LucasArts games aren't that
Monkey
great.
Island. Preheat pot to 450 degrees. Add the following
People play them for the
ingredients.
whimsical
1
sense of humor.
cinnamon stick,
As opposed to
4
Sierra
leaves of
games,
mint,
which people
1
played
human
because
skull,
they enjoyed
crest,
getting
1
electrocuted
squirt
in the
squid egg,
genitals.
2 pints monkey blood.
No, because they required
1
logic
live
and punished
chicken,
you for
3
deviating from a
ounces
path.
brimstone.
So you
1
actually
or
knew how to
more of the
eliminate
following. Pyridoxine hydrochloride, zinc oxide,
red
yellow
herring
8,
pathways.
mine mononitrate,
Just enjoy being stepped on.
Step on me, daddy ass.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wow, gunpowder. I think I'll take some. got
Anyways,
enough
I don't
gunpowder
know.
for now.
Are there actual role-playing games on the Sega Saturn
Can't
that
pick
we need
up.
to
I don't
play?
see anything special about it.
Yes.
Oh,
Shining
they're all in
Force,
Japanese.
Panzer and
Decent ones, right?
Panzer. Yeah, they're all in Japanese, or they're Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Saga, right.
I'm gonna look up. There has to be a listicle. There has to be a listicle. Okay, I'm gonna pull up this listicle from Retro Dodo.
Oh, I think
Best
I'm getting dizzy.
Sega Saturn RPGs of all time, and
Overcome by
it
the
starts with the
fumes of
concession that the
stench,
Mega Drive
Guybrush
and even the PS1 had better RPG
quickly
selections than the Saturn.
loses
Great.
consciousness.
Did Grandia start on the Saturn?
Yeah, Grandia 1 was on the Saturn.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
number 15, Dungeons and Dragons Collection.
Mysterious
Ugh.
voyage. Days pass.
Didn't you play that?
No.
No, I was talking to Boardmaster.
No.
No, that's
No.
99. You've got a
Yeah.
while to go. Okay,
Yeah.
Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, the original.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And the original Devil Summoners too. Those are two
Holy
RPGs.
monkey bladders.
Number 13,
Monkey
Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. I feel like there's a better Tactics
Deja
Ogre
vu.
experience. Okay. Genso Suikoden. Sure, I would probably prefer playing the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
Langriser 3.
It doesn't seem to open. Deja vu.
Number
I
11,
don't see
huh?
anything special about it. I don't see anything special about it.
Sure, okay.
I don't see anything special about it.
I forget.
Hey,
Wasn't there a
look.
PCFX version of that game that had titties in
We've
it?
made it to Monkey Island.
Sure.
I seem to recall that there were naked chicks in the PCFX version of this. Yep. I mean, it makes sense because the artist for Langriser was a pornographer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure was.
I mean, his name was the godfather of the nipple.
And
Growlancer too. Satoshi Urashihara, Master of Breasts. I'm sorry, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep on going. So Langriser was number 11. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, number 10. Boy, howdy.
All right, I'm
Really?
gonna stop
is this
streaming.
from Game Rant?
No, this is Retro Dodo.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yes,
go
a real
ahead-
website with
I'm
real
gonna go
articles
ahead
not
and
written.
say, one, the Sega Saturn version of Symphony Night, not the version you want. Two, Symphony
Either
Night
not.
is not an
I'm
RPG.
gonna step out for a minute. But yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah, I agree.
Number 9, Lunar, Civil Star Story. That's a good pick. Cool. Number 8, Dragon Force.
I'm only gonna put this on if I really have to.
That game looks cool.
That
I
doesn't
just-
seem to work.
Braden, how far back to the
It's much too dangerous to
tactics?
climb out there for no reason.
How far back in the tactics timeline are you willing to go?
Fire Emblem 1.
No, so you're willing to go all the way, man. Okay, fine. Number
Uh,
7, Guardian Heroes.
I mean, hey, I think that Tactics Ogre remaster is quite good.
I thought Guardian Heroes was a Golden Axe.
Yeah.
I guess it does have some.
Yeah, Guardian Heroes is like a side scroller, and the whole
I
thing
guess it
was
does
you
have
could.
some. It does have some fighting game RPG elements to it, but boy, yeah, this is dark. Panzer Dragoon Saga's number 6. Oh boy, fucking Jeff's gonna make us. Shinsetsu Samurai Spirits Bushido Retsuden.
That's
number
right,
5.
the Samurai Showdown RPG.
I would rather play that than fucking Panzer Dragoon Saga.
If you say that, you'll hurt Jeff's feelings.
Number 4, Vandal Hearts.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it sure says a lot that Vandal Hearts is your reasonable top 5.
I mean, hey, people pretend that Skies of Arcadia is like one of the best JRPGs of the early 2000s.
Number 3, Albert Odyssey, Legend of Eldion. I thought that was like a weird, like, Tales of Phantasia, but we need something like that. Okay, now I know this list is bullshit. The Legend of Oasis is number 2.
That doesn't seem to work.
Legend of Oasis is a Zelda.
I don't see anything special about it.
Oh, wow. Number 1, Shining, The Holy Ark. Right, the 3D Shining game. Boy. I played that game when I finally figured out how to do Sega Saturn emulation, and I was not super impressed.
Now I have Sega Saturn emulation ready to go.
I recall not being super positive about
It's
Shining
called
the
How to Arm
Holy
Yourself
Ark.
in Sea Battle. That doesn't seem to work.
Because that game has, like, first-person dungeon crawling with
just
Shining
put them
combat. How does that say to you, Mr. Blubber?
I would need to play... I would need to play more of that stuff. I did it. I'm on Monkey Island.
Were you aware that you don't actually learn what the mystery, the secret of the Monkey Island is when you play the
Is
game?
that the joke?
This is a joke. You don't actually learn the secret.
Hi! I'm Herman Toothrot. Don't bother to say hello. I've only been waiting 20 years to talk to somebody civilized. I don't mind. Fine.
The other fun thing is these
Oh.
adventure game
You might
streams
wanna
never
think
do
about
as well
putting
as
out
the
that fire.
bad video game streams.
Someone could be hurt.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Even though they're you fucking people, you're out there being like, oh yes, we love the adventure games. Let's back this Kickstarter.
It's yellow.
I do pretty well for myself, Brayden.
Notice of public meeting.
Yeah,
Wednesday evening
because you hate
Of
yourself.
the Sacred Monkey Head by the ghost pirate LeChuck,
My streams do just as good as you.
and the subsequent impact on the environment and the tourist
Maybe sometimes you play the more modern
All Monkey
games and
Island
get
candles are
more
encouraged to
people,
attend.
but that's because you betray your audience.
My audience doesn't give a
Wants
fuck.
you
My
to be
audience
miserable,
is the same
and
five
they want you to
people.
play terrible old things.
I will. I will. I've been playing Blood Omen 2, you twat.
Why do we talk like this to each other?
I don't know. You're very mean to me.
You're
That's
very mean to
strange.
me too.
It says Sea Monkey.
Anyway, Monkey Island.
It's a good game. I would say that the second game is probably my favorite.
What do I do with the monkey?
Oh, you also here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Unfortunately.
The trail ends here.
All right,
See,
let's
this
try-
part of the
this
game
shit.
I feel like is actively bad. Like needing to like, oh, this pixel actually is a secret alcove to a part of a fort. Like I always thought this part of the game was bad.
Nothing to look at here.
So from 1 to 10, how bad is it?
It's like a 6. Like
That doesn't seem to work.
LucasArts bad is not that bad. Unless we're talking about like The Dig or Full Throttle.
That doesn't seem to work.
Oh, that's
Warning.
right. ZP doesn't like
Objects in
Full
spyglass
Throttle.
may be farther away than they appear.
It's not very good.
I don't have any opinions on Full Throttle because I haven't played it
It's,
yet.
it's bad. It's poorly designed. It might
For
be
the
one
secret of...
Secret of the Ooze? Is that what Full Throttle is? What?
The secret of good adventure
of the. God,
game puzzle.
I wish that it was as interesting as the Secret of the Ooze.
Look at that fabulous ship out there. Did you come in that?
Paul Freeman, man,
You're
when he
braver than
played,
you
he
look.
decided to play
Actually,
Ivan
it
Ooze.
looks a
He
lot like a ship
fucking
I used to own.
owned it. That bit where
got
he's
taken by
he's
a guy
killing
named
Zardoz
Stan.
and
I'm afraid I must be going
made a
now.
Zardoz reference.
It's
Zordon.
interesting business, you
Uh,
know.
When he's
wait.
killing Zordon, he's like, "You made me miss all of the wonderful, horrible things when I wanted to see them, like the Black Plague,
It's printed on
the
letterhead.
Mongols destroying Rome,"
To the
and then he
Ghost Pirate
says,
Woodchuck.
"The Brady Bunch
We must
movie."
ask
Like
you
that
once
part
again
is
to
fucking
curtail your
funny.
nightly activities in the Sacred Monkey Head area.
Wait, Secret of the Ooze. I thought that was a
Decent
Ninja
people
Turtles
trying
thing,
to
not
sleep.
a
Oh no,
Power
wait,
Rangers
Secret of
thing.
the Ooze. I'm thinking of
Kindly
Ivan
keep the noise
Ooze
level
from
down.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
The Monkey
Ah,
Island
okay.
Cannibals.
Secret of the Ooze has David
We saw
Warner
you
in
taking
it.
that woman with the scarf
Mm.
down there.
God, yeah.
Because that man, R.I.P. David Warner. Honestly, one of the top tier British
Boy, it sure is
character
hot
actors. In Star Trek in like 8 different things.
I don't see anything special about it. To the Monkey Island Cannibals. Please stop moving this. It is delicately balanced. Herman Toothrot. It's either an incisive representation of the futility of man,
I also,
or
why
it's
is
a
this game
log
so
and a
quiet?
couple of rocks. That doesn't seem to work.
I'm going to bet that I have to drop something for a pie. Like perhaps...
From here, maybe.
I never get tired of this view, even if I have been looking at it for 20 years now. Even if it is the only view on the island.
Yes, it is a nice view. Are you some kind of a castaway?
What do I look like? The caretaker? Listen to this guy. Am I some kind of castaway? Ha!
I thought this island was uninhabited.
Well, you thought wrong. My name's Toothrot. Herman Toothrot. I live here. Well, not right here. In the
Have I
fort
found
on
the secret of
volcano.
Monkey Island? No.
Were you stranded?
You think I stay here from my health?
What is the Secret of Monkey Island anyway?
Boy,
You never find out.
Ron Gilbert... The secret is Ron Gilbert thinks it's very funny.
So what's the secret? The friends we made along the way?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Alright, let's use the spyglass.
There's my ship to the left. And the big tree on the beach to the right. I don't see anything special about it. I'll just put it here.
Okay, I see. I have to... Do I have to sink my ship? Is that the joke?
Mr. Toothrot, please remove this dangerous object. Lemonhead knocked a rock onto it from the cliff above.
Oh,
and nearly
yeah,
injured
you gotta
someone
be
who was putting up
careful.
a
Oh,
swing
you
on a
gotta,
lantern
you
in
gotta
South Peak.
Twitch Prime.
Yes, I know.
The
You gotta
cannibals.
Prime Twitch.
I know. Thank
Remember
you.
to order Prime so as that you can get your products in 2 days or less. Remember to cause the American or whatever you're in, your local postal service to crumble under the pressure of needing to fulfill the demands of Amazon.
Pee in a jar. Because you're not allowed to take pee breaks.
and instead I'm just doing it for fun, like I usually do.
Wow! Looked like it hit the big banana tree on the beach. I bet the odds against that are incredible.
No, that's just me.
I bet.
No, you're right.
That doesn't seem to work.
Hmm. Yeah.
It won't go further.
So, streamer question.
Yeah.
What are you doing to get the gameplay and like the box art in the same?
Oh, this is just how I'm setting up my OBS.
Okay.
He has the game video.
I should
a little
really
bit
just
smaller
get
for a border.
Hmm.
Get a full-on template.
So when you want to add something, you can add an image, and then when you add image to your field, you can tie it to a URL or a direct save on your file.
Huh. I really should learn how to use OBS better.
I just can't be fucked, to be perfectly honest.
I know.
It won't go further.
I guess I feel really self-conscious because I'm trying to do like my thing with like the video with the blog, but then like all the YouTubers like Pandemonium are actually doing like real documentary stuff with games and actual video production. You know, I feel like I'm just some asshole,
Yeah, it's fine.
which I am
Yeah.
just some asshole.
I am some
It's fine.
asshole.
I am some asshole. I am some asshole.
It won't go further.
I am some asshole.
Nah, man, I mean, like, fuck. If I start to learn how to make shit professionally,
If I start making actual money from this, I will actually.
You actually do video editing
Yeah.
and bumpers
Yeah.
and
Maybe.
the camera on yourself.
Yeah. That's the only way I would ever show my stupid face.
It won't go further. It won't go further. Whoops.
Okay, I did the thing.
Hey, you did the thing.
I did the thing. I sunk my own ship. Oh, God. I clicked out of the window.
Monkey Island will remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, it sure is hot here. I'll take this interesting rock.
This is pretty far into the game, if I remember.
Yeah,
There's a
I'm
Yeah.
at Monkey Island.
this
I
is the
don't
last
mind you
level.
worshipping in front of the sacred
Oh, okay,
monkey,
yeah,
which
yeah.
doubles as my home and secret base of operations.
Oh, no, wait. Is this
Could
the
you
last
please
level, or
refrain
do you
from
go
leaving
back
messy
to the
sacrifices on
place?
my
I
porch?
forget.
Also, please do not enter the monkey head. G.P. LeChuck.
Wait, have either of y'all tried to do like actual like video editing on your streams?
The closest I've ever gotten to production is participating in Gino's little multi-stream stuff.
Yeah, I have put zero effort into learning that shit. In part because I'm just not good at it.
Please return our key to the monkey head.
The
Okay,
times
I
when
was-
I've tried to
The
put in,
cannibals.
I should also probably have a template because it's actually easier to fit shit.
This is an old friend of mine, the one I sailed here with.
Okay, I was going to ask if there was a good free video editing software because I'm trying.
If you want free video editing software, DaVinci Resolve.
DaVinci Resolve.
That's
Okay.
pretty bad.
Because
Thank
that's
you.
like
Cool.
professional level stuff.
Okay, I've been dicking around with the video pad, so let me
I'm
look that
Guybrush.
up.
I'm here to rescue someone.
Well, here I am. Glad you came to rescue me. Though you might have been a bit earlier. The fine on that
Gotta get those
library book should be
clean
pretty
takes
by
of
now.
those Space Griffin
Let's go.
cutscenes.
That's not exactly what I meant. I sailed here in pursuit of the governor of Melee Island, who's been kidnapped by a ghost.
Oh, fine. Don't rescue me. I like it here. The rain on my head, the wind at my back, the bugs on my plate.
Well, perhaps I could take you back too. But I've got to rescue the governor first. I think she's on that ghost ship underground.
Oh, okay.
You say you got a key from the locals?
I lent my banana picker to them, and they never gave it back. As collateral, they gave me this enormous cotton swab. It opens the monkey head, see? Not like I ever need to go into the monkey head. But if they want it back, I've got to have my picker first.
I gotta get his banana
It's a matter
picker.
of pride, you know?
Why don't you just give me the key to the monkey head?
No, I needed to get back my banana picker.
I need my banana picker.
What happened to your pants?
Don't you know it's rude to pick your
What
banana in
pants?
public?
How did you get stranded here?
What? That's
Well,
not even a dirty
I
joke.
sailed
What?
here with
No.
a friend of mine 20 years ago. We hoped to
Oh, I was gonna
discover
make
the
a joke that went in
secret
a
of
completely different
Monkey
direction,
Island.
but yeah, sure, yeah. Don't
Friend met with a
pick your banana in
horrifying
public.
and tragic accident, which claimed his life. And I couldn't sail the ship back by myself. I trained a bunch of chimps to crew the ship and sail it back to Melee Island. They were supposed to get help and come back for me. Something must have happened.
How come you didn't just go with the chimps?
Weeks on a boat full of monkeys. Oh, joy!
So you're not the only one on the island?
I'm the only civilized person on the island. There's a native tribe of hunter-gatherers. Well, head hunter-gatherers, actually.
Oh,
But I don't talk to
cannibals.
them. They are cannibals, but they're not dangerous. Unless you lend them something. I told you about them borrowing my banana picker and never returning it, right?
Excuse me, I've got some pressing business to attend to.
Yes, me too.
He doesn't look good.
That guy looks like he's a mere shadow of his former self.
Yep. Alright, time to go to the beach. And get the banana picker. Probably.
Notice of public meeting. There will be a meeting Wednesday evening to discuss the recent occupation of the sacred monkey head by the ghost pirate LeChuck, and the subsequent impact on the environment and the tourist trade. All Monkey Island cannibals are encouraged to attend. I don't have anything to paddle with.
I have 3 bananas.
That doesn't seem to work.
It will not let me use the banana on the monkey.
Oh, so this game is worse than Discworld. Got it.
Well, I mean, we're searching for the best adventure game puzzle.
Oh, God.
If we wanted to play, if we wanted to have a bad time, I know a guy who will probably play Discworld and be like, ah, the puzzles, they're terrible.
Goddamn Discworld. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Just don't pick up that pouch
There's
at the
a message
beginning.
in it.
Yeah.
It's a
That
memo.
game wants to have
To
you be
Herman
miserable
Tufra.
for your entire life.
From Yammer, Hem, and Haw, attorneys at law.
But you do get to give
Suit
the
against
banana
Candy
to the
Tribe
monkey.
for malicious tossing of your oars into a chasm.
I would
case here.
debate whether or not I
We
would
can
have
probably solve
more
them
or
for
less
emotional
fun
distress
playing
and possibly
Discworld
punitive
than
damages as well.
Starship Titanic.
Oh wow, that bad, huh?
Sounds like legalese.
Discworld is
think I
just
can
like,
translate
hey,
the
you
rest.
gotta find this random pixel and pick it, and then ha ha ha, it's tiny.
And that's the joke.
Well, I guess I can't defend Discworld. I soft locked the game twice in a row, so
All right, going to the Cannibal Tribe.
It does have Eric Idle though.
That monkey
it does.
so
Which is why I
big.
want to like the game.
Nasty case of yellow waxy buildup, though. Ugh.
Yes, it's quite impressive.
Also, the idea of playing
It'd be a
Discworld with a
great tourist
controller
attraction.
rather than a mouse and
If
keyboard
anybody could
sounds
ever find the island.
miserable.
Oh, it's so
Excuse me,
bad.
I've got some pressing
You should try it. It's terrible.
Yes, me too.
The artist carved his name on it. Made by Sharptooth.
Not even like an analog controller, but a D-pad.
That doesn't seem to work. Why, that's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen. Why, that's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen. Beep. Shish kebab.
All right, time to stare at the universal hint system.
Why don't you use the in-game hints?
I don't know how.
Wait, what?
There's no hint button.
The H. You press H for hint. It says right there.
Yeah, that's what a bitch would do. You should take this rope to the crack and use it to reach the oars.
I remember this special edition universal, like, them making a big case of saying, we just put the universal hint system in the game.
Oh, this makes it way easier.
So what is the best adventure game?
Missed.
So far, it's Indiana Jones and the
Yeah.
Fate of Atlantis.
And Longest Journey is a close second. If you're asking me... God, if you're asking me to actually say what do I think is the best adventure game ever made, it's probably... do I have to say Grim Fandango?
You don't have to. No one's making you.
I don't
Or
like...
is Ron Gilbert saying that's
my
against him?
fundamental problem with Grim Fandango has always been I think that game prior to the time skip is just fine. Everything
It's rusty.
leading up to the time
think
skip
it'll work.
is just okay.
That doesn't seem to work.
Oh, of course, I have to pull the cannon.
If you're gonna ask me what do I think is my favorite
Hey, nice
non
spyglass. Looks just like... Say, where is Where's my spyglass?
God, yeah. What is my favorite
Oh,
non-LucasArts game?
I'm gone 5 minutes and somebody
Hair
comes in
Today,
here and
Gone
dumps
Tomorrow.
gunpowder all
Probably
over the
King's
floor.
Quest 6.
Oh, yeah,
Naturally, I
yeah,
don't think
I'll play that.
You had anything to do with it. I'm sure
That's
it's
probably the best
Alexander
non-Lucas-
looks at...
came in here to prowl around right after some mysterious person dirtied up my nice clean floor.
I saw a monkey leaving here. He must have done it.
So it's not
don't
D,
fool
is what
me,
you're
Sonny.
saying.
No. Do you know what was
Excuse me,
a
I've got some pressing
interesting?
business to
I
attend
mean,
to.
Yes, me too.
there are a couple of interesting interactive fiction games from Infocom.
Like what?
I've got enough.
A Mind Forever Voyaging. I don't
Yeah,
know
that
if
is
either of
the
you know
title,
what
is-
this. I don't. Yeah, that's an apocalyptic game where you're controlling a sentient computer that is watching the downfall of the United States, misinterpreting a situation with the Soviet Union, and then creating the apocalypse. It is.
That sounds
An
very
interest-
80s.
It is a very interesting game that from the 80s.
Boy, it sure is.
I
hot
wonder if I could play that. Ah,
Oh,
yes,
if it's
on
a
my
PC game from the
abandoned-
80s.
It's I abandonware. I have to use DOSBox. Cool.
No
I
Scum
could
VM support.
It's a Infocom text adventure,
Oh,
interactive
disgusting.
fiction game. Yeah, I'm sorry that you don't like your vegetables, bitch.
You of all people are not allowed to say anything about not liking vegetables.
Boy, it
Oh
sure
no,
is
I mean
hot
I
here.
think that the best adventure games like wait, what would Gino say? He would probably say that he thinks the best adventure game is
Boy, it
Kentucky
sure
Route
is
Zero
hot here.
or
I mean,
Life
it's
is
good.
Strange. Fucking Life is Strange, that bullshit video. I don't like Life is Strange. I think
Boy, it
that
sure
Life
is
is
hot
Strange
here.
has always been sabotaged by pulling the rug from underneath you and all of the variability of your choices actually not mattering, and the last thing boiling down to a binary choice.
Yeah, but
Feels-
it's gay.
It feels genuinely fraudulent.
You need to understand that that's people don't people are like, does it have the gay feels? And I'm not saying this derisively.
Boy, it sure is hot here.
I
clicked the gamer. So I went to thegamer.com and I clicked their list that says the 12 best adventure games on Steam. And it has The Wolf Among Us, which that's probably the Telltale game to actually pick. And then it has the reboot Tomb Raider games, like the 2013 game.
Aren't those action games?
Yeah, it also has Control.
That's not an adventure game at all.
This has
That's a-
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. That's not an adventure game.
I mean, all right, you do go
It has
on
The
an
Witcher
adventure.
3 and The Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I'm done. I am done. I'm done.
Those are just RPGs.
I think the word adventure game has mutated.
also
Yeah.
genres don't mean anything.
Genres mean everything.
Oh
I like
no, it's a
genres,
joke.
bitch.
Look, it's a Sierra joke.
Purgatory.
Oh, they made a Sierra joke.
Yeah, they made a joke for a better game.
Yeah, you enjoy.
Oh, cool. This list by PC Gamer has... Okay, you know what? I can interest you putting on Gone
Boy, it
Home
sure is
and To the
hot
Moon.
here.
That okay, if you're
It
gonna pick...
doesn't belong on there.
Gone Home
But-
is.
Gone Home's
I've
good.
I've had people claim that Gone Home is an immersive sim,
But
and those people deserve to be shellacked.
An immersive sim? What, like Deus Ex?
Yeah.
Well,
No, because you see, it was made by people who worked on Bioshock 2.
this... Okay, I'm gonna say this list by PC Gamer is actually good. It has King's
Boy, it
Quest
sure
6.
is
It's got
hot
Discworld Noir. Remember when they made the third Discworld game that everyone doesn't talk about? That's not Monty Python.
There's a
themed.
third?
It is noir themed, where you have to deal with vampires and werewolves in a 1940s themed noir game.
What?
There's
Boy,
a third
sure
game.
is
Everyone
hot here.
forgets about the third game. This has Zork Inquisitor. I like this list. This list is good. It has Tales from the
Oh.
Borderlands, which is the only Borderlands game you can put
Oh,
on a
yeah,
list
yeah.
of goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
It also has Callahan's Cross Time Saloon, which that's a deep fucking cut. This is a good list. Yep, it's got the correct Tex Murphy game, the Pandora Directive. This is a good list. This is a good list. PC Gamer
Oh.
usually makes good lists.
So what you're saying is it was written by a fucking nerd.
Yeah. But putting Skyrim on your list, no fucking thank you. No thank you, sir. No fucking thank you. Not today, Satan.
Not today, Todd.
Actually, now that I think about it, I bet that there's not a huge audience for
doesn't look
interactive
good.
fiction games
Hi. I'm a
on
mighty
Twitch.
pirate.
I bet there's not a huge audience. If I started
and-
playing a Mind Forever Voyaging, it would not go well.
Okay, but what if you were a bikini lady?
Go
No,
on.
like OG Zork, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, okay. So by interactive fiction, you mean like text adventures?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to play Spycraft the Great Game, but I appreciate you putting it on this list.
See, you can
Oh.
tell that whoever wrote this list is 45 years old.
Little Big Adventure 2. I think that
And
has
British.
This has a Steam port. It does.
If they're talking about Little Big Adventure or using the phrase Twin Sins Odyssey, that's because they're British
Yes.
and 45 years old.
I'm not a huge fan of Twin Sins Odyssey. I appreciate it for what it was, which is a weird thing.
I like video games.
Oh, so is gamer.com a real place?
TheGamer.com.
eGamer.com. Did you make that up?
No, it is. It's definitely a
It's a
listicle
place
site.
where he finds the worst listicles imaginable.
I will never forget sharing a listicle to Braden
I can paddle
of
these
the
oars.
most important anime ever made from this website.
Yes.
Was Naruto on there?
No.
Oh.
I mean, it was a pretty good list until I got to the last thing on that list, which, Braden, what was the last thing on that list?
Oh, it was like most influential anime movies of all time. And it's like, okay, you know, these are some pretty easy picks, but hey.
They put in
Akira, Ghost.
Like Ghost in the Shell,
Yeah.
Paprika, that
No,
kind
they
of stuff.
did not
They
have
didn't.
Ghost
Wait,
in
they
the-
didn't put Ghost in the
No.
Shell.
They did not have Ghost in the Shell. What did it have instead?
It had Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train.
Haha!
Because hey, this is the only movie that our audience will actually understand. This is the
No, it was
SEO
put-
friendly answer.
It's made the most money of any anime thing.
It made more
Therefore,
money
it
than
needs to be-
Spirited Away.
That's awesome.
Hey, I mean, you could make a statement about how that movie, like, doing well, is a treatise on
Cannibals. I'm not
how,
gonna eat
like,
bloodsucker
anime
chicken
has
as a
become
monkey head, so you return my
mainstream
banana picker. HT.
in the West, and like that movie did pretty well in the United States.
But
Oh,
at the
shockingly
same
well.
time, will we be thinking about it?
Well,
I mean-
after the complete ripoff that was the latest Demon Slayer, or what was it Demon Slayer, Demon Hunter, whatever. The newest theatrical release, which is a complete ripoff. So I think it's going to fade from memory as they screw up the
I can't see inside from
the
here,
series and the way they
but I'll
handle
bet
it.
it's empty. Boy,
Wait,
this
does
is
anyone know
I've ever
what I'm
seen.
talking about?
Yep, still in.
Yeah. The latest theatrical release, which is
The store appears to be
not
locked.
actually a feature movie, but is
Some
instead
nice
a
juicy
rerun of the
bananas.
last episode and then 2 new episodes.
Oh
That's
no! It's a rerun. It's a rerun of the last 2 episodes and 1 new episode.
Oh, that's
Just
worse.
1 new episode, like the first episode
All
of
I
the
want are these bananas.
Sword Village arc,
It's prime.
and that's it.
No thanks.
Okay.
The rest is no
Let
good.
me. I found the list, and it was Game Rant.
once
Okay.
again
Oh, they should
a
know better.
real website.
Okay.
They should know
Number
better.
8. Number 8 is The Dull Sword because it is the first significant feature-length production that fits the earliest known example of Japanese animation.
cannibals?
Okay, cool. Great. Good job.
Yes.
First feature-length anime movie was actually a World War II propaganda film, but similar to the way that people would treat... Oh, God. Blah, 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 Triumph of the Will. The father of manga, Osamu Tezuka, made
Osama
Momotaro.
Suzuka? What?
Osamu Tezuka. Momotaro Sacred Sailors. That's number 7. Number 6, Legend of the White Serpent.
Oh yeah.
One of the first anime movies to make it to the American screens. And it broke ground with both the scale of its production and the technology it utilized. It's also renowned for putting Toei Animation into the blah 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 something something. Okay. Number 5, Lupin the Third, the Castle of Cagliostro. Yep. Okay. Number 4, Akira. Number 3, Perfect Blue. I like Satoshi Kon, but I think you could substitute Satoshi Kon for, I don't know, maybe if you're gonna do like a 90s influential thing other than Akira, you might as well put fucking, I don't know, Ghost in the Shell instead of Perfect Blue? For like reviving
Pirate
fucking...
We must protest your acquisition
Cyberpunk?
of our voodoo anti-root.
Anyways, number 2,
realize
Spirited
it presents a
Away.
hazard
And
to
then,
you and your
yeah,
crew,
number
but
1,
thievery.
Demon Slayer the movie,
The Monkey
Mugen
Island Cannibals.
Train. Number 1.
Hey man, you gotta get those clicks somehow. You know, Bill's gotta get paid.
There are no bananas to pick there. I think that's how I'll end up if I don't.
Are you
complete your
saying that
sequel.
mystical authors should not get paid?
It doesn't seem to open.
No comment. Not today,
It doesn't
Satan.
open.
I'm not. Don't put words in my mouth.
That's some
My mouth
Twitter-
is
It
for
doesn't seem to
food
open.
and things that I
I don't
consent
think
to
hanging myself is
being
the
put
answer.
in there.
Like food.
I don't think hanging
Like-
myself is the answer.
Hey, you don't know me.
I don't. No.
Looks loose.
All right. So now that we've established that Mugen Train is the best anime movie of all time,
Yeah.
There are no bananas
Listen,
to pick
I'm
there.
just gonna say it.
That doesn't seem to work.
In Naruto, Clash of Ninja, and the Land of Ice solos.
Those are words.
I might fit through that hole, but I don't think this banana picker will.
And no, I'm not getting squeamish. I'd love to eat the guy.
So let's do it.
But think of your arteries.
We are cannibals, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but cannibals have to watch their saturated fats just like everyone else.
The joke is that cannibals are health conscious. It's funny.
there should be a custom emoji on the Discord that takes the window that says "It's a joke" from Super Hydolide.
Yes, it's a joke!
Yeah, that needs to be like a custom emoji on the Discord.
Is this shit on Netflix
If you
right
can
now?
get a good rip of it, you can probably ask Gam about it.
Holy fucking shit, this shit's on Netflix right now.
What's on Netflix?
Naruto the movie, Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow.
No.
I have...
Great.
How many Naruto movies are there?
A lot.
You don't want to know the answer.
Have they made Harley? Have they made a Boruto movie yet?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm absolutely
Ugh.
positive.
they absolutely made a Boruto movie to introduce that series.
Boruto, Naruto the movie.
That's what
God.
it's fucking called?
All right.
From
In other words.
2015.
Have we discussed my Boruto feelings?
Yeah, it's really depressing that they're like, okay, I'm gonna hand things off to this team. Have at it. I want to live my own life and do the story that I've always meant to tell.
Kishimoto's like, all right, we're gonna do Samurai 7. Gonna do my new manga. What's that? My new manga completely flopped.
Fell flat on its face and flopped, and it's like, oh, Boruto is like well regarded as being a bad thing. I gotta, okay, I guess I gotta pull off my sleeves, and it's time to go back to the grind. That's such a depressing thing, but also I feel like he brought it upon himself.
Also, in general, I think once you get to Naruto The Next Generation, no thank you.
Yeah?
I listen, as I say this hypocritically as someone who liked Dragon Ball Superhero because it was finally the Gohan and Piccolo movie we all needed.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will never forget the movie. I think I've said this before, so I'll just say it quickly. I will never forget the OVA that introduced Cooler, Frieza's brother. In the American original Funimation, they decided to replace the traditional Dragon Ball Z music with Drowning Pool.
They sure
and so
did.
You're watching these Dragon Ball Z fights to the tune of Drowning Pool.
I don't know what that is.
It's a new metal.
Drowning Pool is the people who did the Let the Bodies Hit the Floor song.
Oh.
The early 2000s.
No.
Hey, Braden, what if instead of buying more video games from GOG, I just downloaded a lot of ROM rips on fucking Zom's Lair?
I'm not going to tell you what to do.
I can't move it.
You're supposed to tell me go with God and support my endeavors.
Okay.
I can't move it.
Do you want my advice?
Yeah.
Go with Satan.
Yeah. We're gonna download this ROM rip of The Synergist.
Yeah.
You know what? What a cheap piece of mass-produced.
I probably don't need to download the FPS The Wheel of Time game, but what if I did?
This is
Braden, did you play that?
The Wheel of Time game, yes.
Oh, okay.
What reason? This is much too heavy to pick up. Let alone carry around this godforsaken island for God knows what reason. I doubt anyone will miss this piece of junk.
Oh, look, it's the purple tentacle. From the it's Sam and Max.
Oh, it's a thing from the thing.
It's a thing. It's a reference to the Sam and Max, but in the remaster, it's the purple tentacle. Remember when LucasArts made video games?
Yeah, now they're owned by Disney.
Well, one of the
They
first
make
things
nothing.
Disney did when they bought Lucasfilm was shut down LucasArts.
Yeah. Which is what they deserve. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, I mean, LucasArts wasn't exactly making good video games, and the people who still pine for Star Wars 1313 are just like, they showed basically nothing of that game.
Yeah.
Get over yourself.
Nah, I don't want to play the Ripper. Fuck that.
No, they already played that on... Nextlander already played that.
Vinny has already said everything there needs to be said about the Ripper.
If Nextlander played an adventure game, you are legally not required to play it. I think, is how that works.
Have they played the Space Bar?
No.
Okay. Time to download the spacebar.
In a similar fashion, you don't have to play Harvester.
Yes, but what if I played I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream?
I mean,
that game is even worse.
that
I thought it was a good
game's
game.
worse because Harlan Ellison's a piece of shit.
Yeah, absolute piece of garbage person.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Multiple women have since come forward saying that he sexually molested them or harassed them.
Geez.
Why does this always come up on my streams?
You brought up Harlan Ellison first.
You brought up I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
You could have let that shit slide.
But that's how
It's any
brains work.
If it's any consolation, we're usually on CP's stream when we talk about weird sex shit.
You guys talked about your dicks on my stream.
What are you talking
No.
about? There's no video evidence
No,
of that.
I talked about other people's dicks.
It's fine.
There was.
Wait, the dicks were fine?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, some of them were better than that, but yeah.
The door appears to be locked.
Ah, the banana thief
Alright, let's see if
returns
I've
to the scene
edited
of the
this. It's a
crime.
joke
Maybe we should just
picture
beat it
well
right
enough.
now.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Do you have any idea how much cholesterol is in one of these things? Now then, how did you break out of our hut, and why did you come back?
Don't eat me. I'll give you anything.
Anything? We'll give you one more chance to trade something of yours for your freedom. Well? Hey, wow, this is impressive. Lemonhead, take a look at this.
Ooh, that's nice. And it says, made by Lemonhead, just like one of mine. We should take this to the Great Monkey.
Yes, I agree.
Alright, so I have done my service for today by clipping out It's a Joke.
If there's anything
Yay.
on Monkey Island, just come see us.
Do you feel good about your life choices?
I mean, no, but that's just par for the course.
Are you proud of yourself?
Not usually, no. Why?
I just felt like making someone else feel bad about their life choices.
Oh,
Yeah, I cannot find a single thing that has Discworld 3. It's Discworld 1 and Discworld 2.
He's babbling to himself.
so does Discworld 3 actually exist, or was it all in your head?
No, okay, wait, nope. Oh man. See, this is the problem. Discworld 3 was a Windows 3.x game, so that means it's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass to get to
And
work.
don't worry, I won't use it or anything.
Do you have Brayden, do you have a special protocol or procedure for making Windows 3.1x games work?
Not playing them. That's my
Well, I'm
recommendation.
I'm sorry that I'm slightly older than you.
There are no Windows 3.x games that I want to play because all of the RPGs of that era were still coming out on DOS.
All right, let's see this in-browser version of A Man Forever Voyaging. Communism.
Yeah, communism.
Okay, do you want color? Yes. Hit any key to
I love
continue.
color.
Tomorrow yet, never yet, on any human being rose or rest. William Marsden. You hear a message coming in on the official message line. Prism, question mark. Perlman here. The psych tests have all checked out at 100%. I'm sorry, I won't read this.
Is there a Patreon tier to have ZP do a dramatic reading of a text adventure?
No. But there is a Twitch subscriber goal for twitch.tv/arbitrarywater. Did you know that if you That's right, you out there on the internet.
Me?
That's right. If I get to 15 sub points, I'm gonna have to do the geometric shape of pending of dubious character action games. Do you want to see me play Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2?
Yes.
Then, do I have a great idea for you? You can subscribe to twitch.tv/arbitrarywater.
I think I already did. Wait, so you need 15 subscribers?
I put the goal for 15. I might lower it at some point, but it's me attempting to incentivize. Anyway, look.
Our little Discord makeshift thing.
Oh, it's a paid subscription.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, or you can use your Prime sub. I'm not your dad.
We've got to... What was the quote from EA? Use them teens?
You gotta monetize teens.
Monetize the teens.
Yes.
Gotta monetize teens. Teens must be monetized.
Thanks for monetizing teens.
It's really weird that people gave EA shit for saying that just point blank, and
I
yet
had a feeling
Fortnite
that
is
in hell,
right there.
There would be mushrooms.
I mean, they're monetizing preteens with Fortnite. That's worse.
Alright, I've done it. I've gotten to the spooky lair below Monkey Island. So I'm gonna save and stop playing this.
What are you playing next?
This.
Which is...
Which is... The suspense is killing me.
Aw. I would have played something. More Jack Keen.
Okay, then start your Jack Keen stream.
Give me a minute.
Oh, I probably should have rated when I did my stream. Whoops. Oh well.
Alright, well, I'm probably
Fine.
gonna drop out. I'm gonna drop out and get food first, and then do
Okay.
Jack Keen in maybe
Well, fine
20
then.
minutes. Alright.
Cool.
Raid
See y'all.
Relkin.
Raiding
Raid Relkin.
Relkin.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And remember, if you subscribe to twitch.tv/...